Monetary Fund predicts that the Sultanate will achieve the fastest growth rate in the gross domestic product among GCC countries next year. The State Council Office discusses the Mineral Resources Draft Law and developing the Social Security system. The 5th International Medical Tourism Exhibition and Conference focuses on latest technologies, services, and facilities in the field of medical industry and tourism. And the National Leadership and Competitiveness Program ends with a focus on government policy for high performance in public services. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. International Monetary Fund predicts that the Sultanate will achieve the fastest growth rate in the gross domestic product among Gulf Cooperation Council countries next year. The fund, in its report on economic growth outlook for the Middle East, stated that the Sultanate's GDP is expected to grow by 4.2%. adding that the increase in the international oil prices might lead to enhancing current account balances in the Gulf countries during 2018-2019. The report affirmed that the decrease in the GDP growth rate for the Middle East and North Africa by 3.2% in 2018 is due to continuous fiscal adjustment and geopolitical risks which influence the oil exporting countries. The State Council Office discussed in its meeting in the Mineral Resources Draft Law, which was referred from the Ministers' Council and the respective report from the Shura Council. The State Council Office also reviewed the proposal from the Special Committee on the National Program for the Governmental Excellence and Creativity, and the proposal from the Social Committee in the Council on Developing a Social Security, which aims at reviewing the current social security system, policies and legislations, and highlighting the role of respective institutions. The Council decided to refer the matter for further deliberation in the open session. A proposal on water resources protection law and on the report of the meeting by His Excellency, the Chairman of the Arab Parliament, on the Arab document for environment was also discussed during the meeting, which was headed by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandari, Chairman of the State Council. The 5th International Medical Tourism Exhibition and Conference is an international event that attracts stockholders in medicine and tourism from the Sultanate of Oman, USA, UK, India, Malaysia, and Iran to discuss and showcase the rapid advancement in surgery, healthcare, and medical insurance. With more than 100 healthcare providers in and outside of the Sultanate, the three-day conference, which started today, will highlight the latest technologies, services, and facilities in the field of medical industry and tourism. It is worth mentioning that the conference is aligned with the government's Health Vision 2050 and will discuss the challenges and initiatives to develop and promote the sector.
Yeah, IMTech is a very good place for patients to visit and get a second opinion or a primary opinion about their problems. They can meet multiple specialists from different countries at the same time, and it is a fantastic opportunity for patients to take advantage of to get a solution to their problems. And such exhibitions, if held more often in Oman, it will be an advantage to the patients to get opinion from not only from within Oman but from various countries around the world. And they will be able to understand the latest advances and get advanced treatments for their problems.
National Leadership and Competitiveness Program finished the 4th tutorial focusing on government policy for high performance in public services. The tutorial stressed on the importance of building self-confidence and teamwork on the basis of inspiring leadership. It also focused on development of personal leadership skills for the participants. The program focused on empowering potential executive managers to lead public institutions and encourage a competitively driven individuals to support the Government Vision 2040 and respective policies. Participants are expected to present their own strategies to the government officials as part of the program syllables. The 28th edition of the COMEX and the second edition of the Smart Cities and Industry Conference entered its second day. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai.
A wide range of new features and attractions within the exciting and ever-changing world of information technology is being showcased at this 28th edition of the COMEX and second edition of the Smart Cities and Industry.
This event is usually the platform for the technology, and we usually, people go and participate internationally, but you always have to have a local platform for companies to come and see Oman and company to come and invest in Oman. We are hoping that some even during COMEX companies will have an opportunity to find investment opportunities there. We have more than 110 multinational companies participating, presenting and demonstrating a lot of new technologies and smart technologies, Internet of Things, security platforms for e-transformation. We have also we have the SME section where we are supporting a lot of young entrepreneurs in the SME.
This year's COMEX business is highlighting a number of key industries that form part of Oman's 5-year plan. The government participation at COMEX Oman is also showcasing solutions and services on offer from 20 different departments, along with regional representations from the governments of Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Qatar.
As a fireware company, we are first time participated in COMEX, and we are hope all many people come and see our security product that we are dealing with it in security and cyber security things.
We are participating this year in COMEX, showcasing our product and services and Omani product and service in information technology. We're very proud of building competency within the country and with the local resource.
COMEX aims to showcase all that is new and offer to increase productivity and efficiency for the end users. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Oman International Exhibition Center.
Still to come in our news bulletin. The Directorate General of Education and the Governorate of Muscat marks the Teachers' Day. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Senior commanders and military experts from 22 countries convened for a seminar in Amman today as part of the annual Eager Lion Drill. The participants discussed the return of foreign fighters from areas of conflict to their home countries, the control of ungoverned spaces, and the current threats posed by the unmanned aircraft and drones. In the seminar's opening speech, Lieutenant General Mahmoud Freihat of the Jordan Armed Forces underlined the role of the global coalition to counter terrorism. The Eager Lion is an annual multinational exercise that has been held in Jordan since 2011. This year's drill got underway on April 15th with the participation of more than 7,000 soldiers from Jordan and the United States, including ground, naval, and air forces. China's foreign minister said today that the security concerns and regional infrastructure project are the top concerns of the Beijing-led group of Central Asian states. Wang Yi made the comments while meeting his counterparts from the 8-member Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO, in Beijing. Wang said the SCO plans to deepen security cooperation and integrate the region throrough projects such as the Belt and Road Development Initiative. Along with China and Russia, the SCO includes the Central Asian state of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, as well as Pakistan and India. Wang hailed the entry of India and Pakistan into the SCO last year, saying that it had beefed up the organization's clout. Italian Coast Guard rescued 63 migrants after their wooden boat tipped over in the Mediterranean Sea of the Libyan coast. Some 1,000 migrants have been rescued in the Mediterranean over the past few days as good weather and calm seas had made it easier for boats to depart. According to the UNHCR, more than 8,200 migrants arrived by sea in Italy in 2018, a sharp drop from the previous year due to new arrangements made between European and Libyan authorities passing control of the waters of Libya to the Libyan Coast Guard. Workers at the Fort Wayne Zoo in the U.S. needed a couple of hours to get an escaped giraffe back into its enclosure. The 7-month-old female giraffe got loose yesterday from the African Journey exhibit at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. However, the giraffe did not get off the property. Staffers were able to corral the giraffe in the fenced parking lot in a non-public area of the zoo. Zookeepers worked on calming the animal before returning it to its enclosure. The zoo just opened to the public for this season on Saturday. Now back to some more local news. The organizers of National Strategy for Urban Development project affirmed the readiness of its stages and initiatives in the second half of 2019. It is proposed that the organizers of National Project will continue organizing meetings and workshops in various governorates of the Sultanate in the coming period in order to address potentials, resources, and challenges facing urban development and promoting it. In order to empower local news accounts through social media network to create a professional and credible news source, the Government Communication Center organized a training program for the administrators of these accounts. The program includes a number of work papers which dwelt on strengthening culture of optimal usage for social media platforms in addition to electronic publishing laws. The second symposium for the production and breeding of Arabian horses is organized by the Equestrian Federation under the auspices of His Excellency Nasser bin Sulaiman Saibani, Deputy Chairman of Public Authority for Radio and Television, in the presence of the President of the Equestrian Federation. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai.
Arabian horse is widely recognized as the most beautiful equine breed in the world. Here in the Sultanate, special attention is given since ancient times for raising, breeding, acquiring and caring for horses, and thus a number of symposiums organized to discuss various areas of providing appropriate care required.
طبعا ايش من الجينات اللي السائده راح تاثر في الفلو والمهر.
The second symposium held here on horse breeding aims to bring together leading academic scientists, researchers and research scholars to exchange and share their experiences and research results on all aspects of horse breeding.
Thanks to the Omani Equestrian Federation for giving me the chance to be in Oman, my second home. Now, the second symposium is held here actually to take care about the horses, the males and females. Problems can come anytime, but you have to upgrade the knowledge of the horse breeders, the paravets and the vets about how to make a sort of breeding soundness examination.
My participation today was about giving a lecture about using of frozen semen insemination in racehorses and Arabian horses. This is the second year they hold up this meeting to enforce and to increase the knowledge of breeders in Sultanate of Oman.
I'm an animal science. I'm attending this seminar to increase my knowledge and help my future studies. Breeding Arabian horses is very important in the Sultanate.
It also provides a premier interdisciplinary platform for researchers, practitioners and educators to present and discuss the most recent innovations, trends and concerns, as well as practical challenges encountered and solutions adopted in the fields of horse breeding. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Grand Mosque, Wilayat of Bushehr.
Discussing the mechanism and suggestion to develop the fisheries marketing system topped the coordination meeting between the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth and fish marketing companies. The meeting reviewed the achievements and the latest development in the fisheries sector in general and in the field of fisheries marketing in particular. It is worth mentioning that the Ministry and fish marketing companies annually make a marketing plan before the month of Ramadan in various governorates of the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health got acquainted with the report of experts in World Health Organization (WHO) regarding the hospitals joining the initiative of patient safety. The meeting of the ministry reviewed the efforts exerted to establish the system of management of quality and patient safety in all public and private health institutions, in addition to the establishment of national accreditation system. The WHO experts presented their report on the hospitals that are evaluated and expressed their satisfaction of the level of health services provided in the Sultanate. The Directorate General of Education and the Governorate of Muscat held a ceremony to mark the Teachers' Day. The celebration embodied the efforts being exerted by the Ministry of Education to develop the capabilities of the teachers as being the main pillar of education march in the Sultanate through various programs, as well as in recognition of efforts exerted by teachers for their role in the society of upgrading capabilities and skills of the students. It included various artistic shows performed by the students, as well as speeches on the role of teachers in the educational field. A host of teachers were honored during the event. The Omani Student Society of Victoria in Australia organized the OSSV Talks event, where students delivered presentations about various scientific and cultural issues. The event was attended by a large number of Omani students studying in Australia. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
Aiming to enhance students' public speaking skills, the Omani Student Society of Victoria in Australia organized the OSSV Talks, the most inspiring student event in the state, which witnessed the attendance of 150 students studying in the Australian universities. 12 contestants delivered their presentations around various scientific, cultural, and literary topics.
It's basically a TED show similar to the international TED Talks. It aims to show the Omani students from different perspectives and also introducing a lot of talks in a lot of different topics. It was a great night and I'm so proud to be part of this, and I would like to thank every single one who participated in this.
The themes of the presentations included loyalty to the homeland, inner peace, life balance, multilingualism, media, projects and knowledge. The jury evaluated the speakers based on presentation skills, confidence and public speaking skills.
My aim of participating in this OSSV Talks of 2018 was to inspire the youth, the Omani students, to start their own businesses and to find out how their ideas can be transformed into projects and potential companies. I benefited first of all of public speaking and communication with a large group of people, and I got a very good confidence in terms of standing here on stage and speaking to these very smart group of students.
Such events are an opportunity for students to broaden their knowledge, experience, and persuasive skills during their educational journey abroad. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorates of South Sharqiya, Dhofar, and Al-Wusta. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. International Monetary Fund predicts that the Sultanate will achieve the fastest growth rate in the gross domestic product among GCC countries next year. The State Council Office discusses the Mineral Resources Draft Law and developing the Social Security system. The 5th International Medical Tourism Exhibition and Conference focuses on latest technologies, services, and facilities in the field of medical industry and tourism. And the National Leadership and Competitiveness Program ends with a focus on government policy for high performance in public services. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and have a great night.